I never thought moving to a new city would change anything for me. It was just a suburb, quiet streets, small roads, people who probably knew each other since kindergarten. And there I was, the new girl, boxes still half unpacked, trying to figure out which hallway led where. The first few weeks, I mostly kept to myself. New places have this weird silence to them, not the peaceful kind, like the kind where you're surrounded by people but still feel like you're watching everything through glass. I was fine, just adjusting. And then there was him. I don't even know when I first noticed him. It wasn't a dramatic moment, no slow motion, no music. He was just there one day, walking down the hall like he had nowhere to rush to, calm in a way that felt almost out of place in a busy school corridor. Quiet, steady, the kind of person who doesn't need to take up space loudly because his presence already fills it. Turns out, he was the soccer team captain, number 10 on his jersey. Honestly, if you told me to guess who the captain is, I probably wouldn't have picked him. He wasn't the loud, look at me type at all. He just led like it was the most natural thing in the world. No performance, no ego. For weeks, it was the same routine. We'd pass each other in the hallway. I'd look, he'd walk by. My eyes would follow him until he turned a corner or disappeared into a classroom. I wasn't even subtle about it. I just couldn't stop. But I never said a word. Not once. I don't know if it was nerves or the fear of breaking whatever that quiet little thing was between us, because it felt like something, even in the silence. Weeks passed like that, just hallway moments, just glances, nothing more. Until one day I finally caved and asked my friend about him. Nothing big, just tell him I send my regards. 3 words passed through a friend, because apparently that was the bravest I could manage. And then she came back. She said he smiled when he heard it, this slow, quiet smile, and then he said to send his regards back. Like he had been waiting for me to say something this whole time. All those weeks of passing each other, all those glances. And he felt it too. He just wasn't going to be the one to break the silence either. We were both just quietly waiting for the other one to go first. And eventually, somehow, we did start talking, and then we tried. I remember setting his notification light to blue on my Blackberry, that specific blue glow whenever his name popped up on my screen. It sounds small, but at the time it meant everything, having a color just for him, so I'd know before I even looked at my phone that it was him reaching out. It was sweet while it lasted. He was exactly who I thought he'd be, calm, kind, genuine, but sometimes two people can be right for each other in feeling and still not quite work in practice. That's what happened with us. We tried, and it just didn't fit the way we hoped it would. We stopped dating, but we didn't stop caring. Somewhere along the way, his friends told me he still had a crush on me. And if I'm being honest, I still had one on him, too. Maybe I always will a little. But we both knew that going back wouldn't fix what didn't work the first time. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for someone you care about is choose not to hurt them again. So we stayed friends, good friends, and honestly, that felt right in its own way. I'm grateful for all of it, the hallway glances, the blue notification light, the trying, and even the letting go. Some stories don't end the way you pictured, but that doesn't make them any less worth having. Number 10 was one of the best ones I've got.